Okay, everybody, today I'm going to show you this one. Never ever pull the fire alarm unless these are your own. So I never pull fire alarms in public buildings. So let me show you. So as you can see, this is the fire alarm right here. These are never, ever, ever, never tampered. So these are never, ever tampered with. Number one, it's illegal. Number two, let's say if you're 9 years old in elementary school. The fire alarm just got pulled. And if you pull that fire alarm for fun, let's say let's say if you're like 9 years old and if you pull that fire alarm for fun, you're not gonna get arrested, but you're gonna get expelled from school. And you have your electronics taken away from you. In other words, and let's say if you do a fire alarm for a drill or a fire drill, it's totally okay. And if you have your own fire alarm system, if you have your own fire alarms at home, it's okay to tamper with your fire alarms. But in the public building, no. It's pulling the fire alarm is a big pulling the fire alarm is a big no idea. Never pull fire alarm unless these are your own, or let's say if you have permission. So let's say never take scissors and put them in a lock. You know that's called danger environment. Or let's say it's a code violation if you do that. If you pull that fire alarm. Don't do this. Do not key. So when you key activate the fire alarm, if you see that button right there, it will actually set the alarm off. So these are never ever tampered with unless these are your own fire alarms. So let's say if you're at a high school and if you pull that fire alarm for fun, you're gonna get arrested by the police. So never ever. Let me show you something. Never ever take the pull station off the alarm. Do never take the pull station off the wall. Never take the alarm off the bat box. You leave the alarm the way it is, okay? Never put your screwdriver on the alarm. Never do that. Or if you doing that, the police will come. And in other words, when you pull that fire alarm for no reason, why? If you pull that fire alarm for fun, let's say if you're like 53 years old, and if you pull that fire alarm for fun, you're definitely gonna get arrested by the police as well. And I don't want you guys to do this stuff. I don't want you guys to pull the fire alarm. Because let's say if you come to my house and you're gonna tamper all of my stuff that is in there, I will call the police on them because you guys tamper with all my stuff that is in my house, like the exit signs and that fire alarm. So never pull a fire alarm like this. Pulling the fire alarm is illegal, and if you pull that fire alarm, it's a crime. Okay? As you can see, we have terrible storm here. Okay? So I'm going to show you about this one. So these exit signs right here. So as you can see, these exit signs are for emergencies only. Let's say when the power goes out and you don't know where the exit is, well, it's your own idea. Your exit signs have it. So when you have your exit signs at home, it is okay. But in a public building, not a good idea. Just like tampering the fire alarm. Sorry. Like, never take the lights off of it. Never take the LEDs off. Do not take the faceplate off. Never break it. Never paint it. Never paint the exit sign. Never do such a thing like that. Just like pulling the fire alarm. such as he never take the Tamper off of it as well. That's committing a crime. That's your only idea of what I'm about to do. Never pull the fire alarm unless these are your own. Or let's say you have a company for the test, it's okay. But if you keep doing this, pulling the fire alarm as a joke, like this, no, it's not a good idea. And never tamper those. So at my elementary school, someone pulled a fire alarm right now, because right now the news has been appeared. And in other words, if you tamper with these fire alarms, sorry, if you tamper with these fire alarms, I would get really angry. Like, these are never ever messed with unless there's a fire. So when there is a fire, you can pull the fire alarm. Or let's say if you're doing a fire drill and you're gonna pull the fire alarm, okay, do a fire drill. Or if you break that if you break that fire alarm, you're going to replace it. And other words, if you pull the fire alarm for fun without a fire, that could be a problem. So never tamper with these fire alarm equipment. So you keep your hands off the alarm. So about this, so never take the fire alarm lettering off of it. Never take the pull down part off of that. Never take this out. Never take the Simplex logo out. And once again, never take the bat box off the wall. Never unscrew the terminals of the alarm. So if you do that, or if you steal that fire alarm, you're going to be responsible and get arrested by the police as well. So let's say if you're at at middle school, and if you pull that fire alarm for fun, well, by all means, you're gonna get expelled. I mean, not expelled, arrested, if you do that. Okay? So that is not alright at all. Never pull the fire alarm unless these are your own, or you have permission to do so. So when you if you throw everything at the alarm, that could cause a lot of damage to it. These are never ever messed or tampered with unless if you have permission to do so. So do not end up like Leland, who pulled that fire alarm. You know that Leland from Ultra Talking Mushrooms, he pulled that fire alarm at a hotel and also at school. But that is bad idea. Thank you guys for watching.